Good morning, this is Jim Lohan, Operations Officer at the Florida State Watch Office, and this is the Florida State Watch Office Daily Situation Report for January 21st, 2009. The State Emergency Operations Center is currently at a level 3 or monitoring status. Nuclear power reactors at Turkey Point, Port St. Lucie, Crystal River, and Farley are all operating at 100% capacity. All major airports and seaports are reporting no major issues at this time. And now for today's weather.
Thank you, Jim. A cold and dry air mass will remain across the state today as high pressure to the northwest continues to pull Arctic air into the region. After a cold start this morning, it will remain chilly this afternoon, even under mostly sunny skies. However, with lighter winds, it should feel a little bit warmer than yesterday. Dry air in place across the region will continue to create favorable conditions for the ignition and rapid spread of wildfires today. Red flag warnings are in effect this afternoon for the entire Florida mainland due to expected long durations of humidity values below 35%. Red flag conditions appear likely Thursday afternoon for much of the state, and fire weather watches are in effect for the entire Florida Peninsula, Florida Big Bend, and eastern Florida Panhandle. At the coast, a high surf advisory remains in effect for the west central Florida coast until 10 a.m. this morning due to large breaking waves along area beaches. Conditions will gradually improve this afternoon, but a high risk of rip currents is expected along all west central Florida beaches through tonight. High pressure will slide southeast over the Florida Big Bend tonight, easing the winds and providing clear skies for the entire state, which will allow overnight temperatures to plummet quickly after sunset down into the coldest levels of this winter season. Freezing conditions are forecast to impact much of the Florida mainland tonight, with many inland areas along the I-10 corridor receiving up to 10 hours of sub-freezing temperatures. A widespread hard freeze, meaning temperatures below 25 degrees, is likely tonight across the northern half of the state, and hard freeze warnings are in effect for counties along and north of I-4. Florida Big Bend and Swanee Valley areas could see temperatures below 25 degrees for 4 to 6 hours, with 2 to 4 hours of hard freeze conditions expected across the Florida Panhandle, coastal northeast Florida, and northern central Florida. A hard freeze is also possible in the normally colder locations near Lake Okeechobee, and a hard freeze warning is also in effect for Glades and Hendry County tonight. Otherwise, freezing conditions are expected for the rest of the Florida mainland, and freeze warnings are in effect for counties south of I-4. The only areas that may escape the freeze tonight will be along the Florida Keys and Barrier Island south of Cape Canaveral. However, in addition to the cold temperatures, areas of frost will also be likely for many areas tonight. For drought conditions, the Keach Byram Drought Index average for the state of Florida is at 524 on a scale of 0 to 800. It is lower due to recent rainfall over the past weekend from a cold front. However, a cold and dry spell expected this week should result in slowly increasing KBDI values statewide through Friday. The next chance for some light rainfall will be this weekend with the passage of another cold front. Now back to operations.
With cold temperatures expected tonight and into tomorrow morning, residents are encouraged to use the 5 P's of cold weather safety. Protect people, plants, pipes, pets, and practice fire safety. When outdoors, avoid being outside for extended periods of time. Wear multiple layers of clothing, stay dry, and drink plenty of fluids, or eat high caloric foods. Indoors, be aware of the fire danger with candles, fireplaces, and space heaters. Keep flammable materials away from these heat sources and make sure carbon monoxide and smoke detectors are installed and working properly. Do not use cooking appliances as an indoor heat source. Cover or bring in all sensitive plants and pets. If planning to leave a pet outside, make sure there is an adequate shelter with blankets and plenty of food and water in plastic bowls. Do not place food or water in metal bowls. If a hard freeze warning is issued for your area, protect exposed pipes by covering with blankets and allow your indoor faucets to drip overnight. For more information, visit www.floridadisaster.org. That's all we have for today. This has been the Florida State Watch Office Daily Situation Report for January 21st, 2009. For further information and to learn more about how to get a plan, please visit www.floridadisaster.org.